Hey, good evening. Hope you are all doing well. Hope you had a fantastic Christmas. Hope Santa was good to you. Unfortunately, the Grinch came to visit me not only on Friday, but today. You guessed it, the Red Day recap. I actually traded really good Friday and today. However, I made two crucial mistakes. I was able to cut one and quickly recover. The other ones I held on to until it stole my accounts. I shouldn't say that. I chose not to let go of those orders, and I gave four four of my five accounts back in 2 days. Um, let's get right into Friday. Friday, if I would have done the simplest of things, the very fundamental simplest of things, and draw a freaking trend line right here. Why am I doing that? Can anyone guess why I would draw a trend line right here? There are two things that are possible. uh I went long thinking it was going to break through this pivot, thinking it was going to break through and retest these highs. We didn't do that. Not only did we not, oops, I didn't mean to move that. Not only did we not break through this high of day and revisit the other high, we plummeted. And I was thinking right in here, okay, well, this is where we find our footing and we go back up. So I did what? I add it. I add it, and we shed another 50 points down in 15 minutes. And boy, that was a soul stealer because at that point I had it. I'd already done the other three accounts. I'd already made the goal in the other three accounts. And for some reason, I didn't cut that loss. I didn't cut it because I thought it was going to bounce, right? I didn't cut it there because I thought, okay, well, this is the bottom. We're going to shoot back up. And that just did not happen. And all I had to do was draw the trend line, wait for it to break, right? Wait for the break, retest, and then take it. I didn't do that. I didn't do that, and I gave two of the accounts back there. Um, the other two, well, first of all, let's get into some of the trades today. Some of the trades today. I actually had a really good day going. Um, in one of these, I get stuck in it, and it clicks and it registers with me that hey, we're not coming back down. We are going up. So I cut the loss. I ate the loss like you're supposed to do, and I was able to recoup and come back, and I made the goal in that account. You notice I only have three. That's because Friday. Oh man, it's painful. It's painful, and I'll explain why it's so painful when we get done watching a few of these. Fast forward, I want to show you the one where I actually eat it. So here, you notice I am up. I am at the goal, right? I'm already done trading these two accounts right here. Sickening. And I think this is the actual trade where once it flips up into these highs up here at the top, and then it starts setting higher lows. I was like, okay, well, we got to cut this one because it's not coming back. I'm not sure if it's this trade. I hope it is now that I've already spoiled or set it up. But yeah, it's very frustrating looking back on my day that I am P&L wise because I was the greed took over today. I'd actually hit the goal in all three accounts at one point today. And for whatever reason, I know the reason. I know why. But it wasn't good enough for me. And I wanted more today. And that ended up costing me immensely. Immensely. It wasn't that trade. It's coming up though. Maybe it's this one. Nope. Not that one either. uh It's one of these that I get. This is this one. It's one of these that I get stuck in, and when it starts setting these higher lows, I realize that, oh, it's not making a return. It's not coming back. Yeah, because this one I'm already down a little over $300 in. And right in here, when it starts to set these higher lows and not break them, and then also the SPY is not making higher, or excuse me, not making lower lows. It's holding steady of where it's at, and that's when it starts to register with me that, hey Russ, we need to cut our loss here and regroup. And that's eventually, I'm stubborn, man. It takes me a minute, but I eventually get the message and let this one go. Now, why I let this one go and I refuse to let the other ones go is beyond me. I don't know. That is an internal battle that I have to figure out, or otherwise I am not going to be successful doing this. Um, it's really frustrating. It really is. Because really, if you cut a loss early enough, the market offers you so many opportunities to make it back, whether you're long or short. If you just cut it and get rid of it. See, you see me cut it. I cut this one, and I said, okay, well, if you're not going to go down, we're going to go up. Now, granted, it took a while to go up. I sped this clip up 2 times, so um, and I've raised my profit target on it, I believe, at some point in here, trying to mitigate the loss that I just ate. But if you if I can recognize and cut the loss early enough, you can really recover from wherever you're at on the chessboard. If you recognize that this isn't coming back to where I entered and I need to get out. Uh it's hard because so many times it will retrace right back to where you started. So it's really tough for me to do that a lot of times. And today and Friday, which are polar opposite days, by the way. Friday was a massive 100 plus point rug pull, and today was a massive, I don't remember how many point short squeeze to the upside. So I actually held today thinking, okay, well, we have rug pulled the last 2 days. We're going to get that again and it's going to come save me, right? Nope, did not come save me. Or steamrolled me, ran right over. Ah, goodness. Um, this eventually goes to the target. I had some really good trades today. You see me move my target up, actually. I'm convinced that this one's going to come back up to the highs, and it eventually does right here, right? So now, again, if you'll notice the bottom P&Ls, they're at 464. It's well over my $400 profit target. I'm just going to start skimming through this because I already know what happens. We hit the profit target at some point here, right there, 425. Okay, so now let's go back and look at 20 seconds P&L. I removed the two that I blew up. All right. And I finished, again, this is irrelevant. It doesn't matter, but it does matter for context for today. Okay. So I finished up $2,000 on the day between those three accounts. If you'll notice, the days traded, that was day number 9 for this account, which means today, Tuesday, was day number 10 for this one. Only needed 1,500 bucks. And at one point, well, yeah, at one point I was at 4,000 because I made 460 something today on this account. I needed $1,000 over the next 4 days. All I freaking had to do was just trade it. I didn't need to hit home runs. I didn't need anything spectacular. All I needed to do was continue doing what I've been doing, right? Not holding losers. Uh, not holding losers. That's all I needed. So that would have been day number 10 today for that account. I think I really just wiped away freaking two, four, like $8,000 in the last 2 trading days. It really stings. Really, yeah, really makes me disgusted with myself. Um, Today I ended up $1,000 on one account. That account balance is sitting at 41.34. It's at 7 days traded. I guess theoretically I could request a payout in 3 days if I don't hold on to a loser tomorrow. That is, but I want to show you. I want to show you where it went off the rails for me and why. Right. So we had been slowly pushing up all day. Right. So setting higher lows, setting higher lows, setting higher lows. And that really should have been a key for me. But for whatever reason, I really thought it was going to break underneath this pivot and sell back off again. And we did not do that. We got hung, and I guess other shorts had the same idea because this was a squeeze 52 to 112. So what is that? 60 something points? 60 something points with really no retracement until the end of the day. At that point, it was too late because I busted out somewhere in here. I added right here thinking, okay, this is it. We're going to drop back down. No. Straight back up we went. And that last push right in here sent me over the edge. So that's a tough 2-day run that all started from doing not doing, excuse me, the most simplest of tasks, and that is drawing a freaking trend line on the tops. I normally mentally do that. I don't like physically draw it out all the time. Uh, and the other thing is, this was right on the pivot. Friday was right. The pivot was the ceiling, and it rejected it and sent it to Hades. Anyway, so that is my Friday and Tuesday recap. Hopefully, y'all's two trading days, the last 2 days have gone better than mine have. Even though, all in all, I've had a good day. I had a good week. Um, it looks like I'm going to get one of the five to a payout. I really want it all five. My goal, as soon as Apex has a sale, I am scooping up some freaking evaluation accounts, as many as I can get. Because my goal is to still have 10 fully funded accounts. Today was really a soul stealer because that one account was at day 10, and that actually has a lot to do with why I didn't want to cut that loss. Actually, I knew it was day 10. Psychologically, I didn't want to give back the gains that I had, and not giving back the loss ended up letting me open the door to losing the whole freaking account. So it is what it is. Life goes on, and I will trade one account for the rest of the week. Um, and that's all I got. Uh, as always, I appreciate you all tuning in, and I will catch you next time. Take care.